Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Cross Counter Asia. We are here in Shinjuku with my man Kim1234's 10 Crack Commandments.
What's going on?
What's going on? We are here, we have just finished God's Garden, and we're going to do a player introduction for yourself and get some insight about the Japanese scene, and also a recap about God's Garden, because that was pretty epic.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah. So let's, I guess, start off with you, if you don't mind. Your handle, Kim1234, helping kids count all day.
That's the purpose of it. Yeah.
Is it like a Sesame Street thing? Like, brought to you by the letter K?
You know, I wish I had an interesting story about it, but it's nothing. It used to be. I don't want to tell people this part, but my handle used to be Ohio 1234.
Like the state Ohio? What?
No, but people make that joke too.
Oh.
Like good morning in Japanese.
Oh yeah. Well, that's fine.
Yeah, but it's not cool at all, you know. I just chose it from like a random Japanese dictionary when I was studying Japanese, and 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. And then that wasn't quite as cool, so I changed it to Kim.
Kim1234.
Yeah, which is actually my name.
Kim. What is your last name?
Huang.
Huang.
Yeah.
That sounds Korean, but you don't look Korean. So what's going on here?
I don't know, man. I'm just trying to be Korean, you know. No, I'm Vietnamese and Thai, but not Korean at all for all the people out there.
Vietnamese and Thai.
Yeah.
That's pretty exotic.
I know. I've been working on it.
That's like Ong Bak.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
why?
Part Saget, part. What's Vietnam famous for?
Pho?
Wars.
That too. But Ong Bak, there's always someone stealing your elephant, and then you go berserk and start killing everyone.
I mean, that's how I usually solve my problems. So.
Yeah, I know, right? So no one steal this man's elephant.
Don't do it.
I guess we should explain, why are you in Tokyo? Why are you here in Japan?
Well, after I finished college, my best friend lives in Tokyo, and he was like, the best way you can make money quickly is to come to Japan and
Get that yen, baby.
yeah, which is a lot now, you know.
The yen is so strong right now. I was just the whole weekend bending over, and the yen was in back of me thrusting.
It's appropriate.
Sorry.
Yeah, so came here to teach English. I mean, that's one of the only 3 things that foreigners can do in Japan anyway, right? And then I've been working my way up, and now I'm like a kindergarten teacher. Make pretty decent money, and I'm planning on heading back in March. I'm looking really forward to it. Hint, hint, hint.
Why are you looking forward to repatriating back to the States? Why are you dying to leave here? Or why are you dying to go home, I should say?
Well, I mean, I'm really homesick. I miss all my friends and my family, of course. And communication back home is just way more my style. Like, be direct, say what you want. Over in Japan, this is a complicated story, man. Let's talk about this,
Okay.
in episode 2. Kim revealed. Even more.
So do you want to talk about God's Garden then?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so what did you make? You've been to a lot of tournaments. Have you been to EVO?
Yeah, I used to go to EVO every year until 2007. And I've regretted it, man. I wish I was at EVO this year. Okay. I regret it the most.
So what did you think about God's Garden? Like, vis-a-vis Togeki SBO, vis-a-vis the EVOs that you've gone to. What did you think about this tournament?
Should I just blow God's Garden up?
Blow it up, baby.
Well, I mean, before I came to Japan, I was always thinking that SBO was kind of like the pinnacle of all tournaments, Like
a lot of people think that.
Right, but actually, times have changed, and actually, even Japanese players think EVO is the main tournament now, and I think the same thing. EVO was always like really, really hype. I loved going to it. I loved seeing all my friends that I haven't seen in a while. But it was kind of like, to me, it's all about being like a player and like, improving my skill and stuff like that. And it made sense that Japan and SBO was the place to improve,
Yeah.
But I kind of see, I kind of understand more of like the skill now. Because in Japan, it's too hard to judge skill off one game. And that's how people get known,
Yeah.
In America, like you see the same results or similar results. Now it's kind of changing, huh? We have like Latif and Wolf Chrome and like a lot of new players, right? Yeah. But before it was always like Justin and Vi, Ricky and Justin were like always up there, right? I thought it was like lame at the moment, but now I really appreciate like the skills it takes to
maintain that skill, right?
Yeah. Okay, sorry, I was kind of going off track there. God's Garden, it's one of the hardest tournaments to win, to be completely honest. It's one of the hardest.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's a gauntlet in there. Just to get out of pools is like a miracle.
That's where I was at.
Did you get out of pools?
I did not get out of the pools.
So, I mean, that's how difficult it is. You're like a top dictator player, but you couldn't even get out of pools.
I'm a top dick.
Top dick?
Yeah.
What happened? Why couldn't the... How did you not
How
get
come
out?
I couldn't penetrate past the pools?
pools.
It's dude, everyone in my pool was really, really good. And that's how all the pools were, you know? And I lost to a girl. People, they're going to ask about that anyway, so yeah.
We'll see. We'll see it on the replay.
Yeah. But anyway, so God's Garden, it's a really professional tournament. There's actually prize money this time. It comes from sponsors, so it's not illegal in Japan.
I think that's very different from a lot of Japanese tournaments. They actually have substantial prize money.
Yeah. Wait, lately?
I mean, SBO doesn't have that much.
Yeah, SBO's like $1,000 for all 3 members if it's a team tournament.
Yeah, you
so
gotta
it's like
split it.
nothing. Yeah. If you win a major in the States, there's already more money. That's a whole nother topic. Like, I don't understand why how people get the motivation to play in Japan. Like, what reward is there? You know what I'm saying?
There's that BP money, that PP money, that virtual gold that you can.
That costs real money.
Yeah.
That gets you like nowhere, except for
So that's one of the gripes that you have with Japanese players, or maybe one of the things that you're confused as to why did people play, right? Because there's no prize money here. Why do they grind at the arcades? They drop those 50 yen coins in. What do you think their motivation is? And do you think they're doing it blindly? Do you think they're fighting for the wrong reasons?
Yeah. I mean, I think. Okay, so I'm a Street Fighter player. I'm really proud to be a Street Fighter player, and I don't but all Street Fighter players who are good, like they understand the whole part that we can't tell everyone what our hobby is. And that's kind of like the reality of things. Because, not that we're ashamed, or it could be that, but in my case, it's not that I'm ashamed, it's just that people take it a certain way, you know what I'm saying? But in Japan, it's hard not to agree with the stereotype. The dude has no job, so he plays all the time, you know? Or like, he doesn't know anything else to do, you know? It's just like that, and it's hard to like fight that stereotype. Like
negative stereotype.
Yeah, I'll admit it, and I don't like it at all. And so, I mean, when I see people just like grinding at the arcade, like I don't get it. It doesn't make me want to go to the arcade. I haven't been going to the arcade lately, you know.
You're actually known for you're a tournament player, as opposed to hanging out the arcades and leveling up. Like you just come out for the big ones.
Lately, yeah.
Yeah.
This is how it is, man. I mean, going to the arcade and playing the same people every single time, the same like stubborn players or something like that, you know. I'd rather do something else, man. I mean, that's just how I feel. I mean, I'm from the States, so a big part of the community is, meeting people. Big part of the community, big part of coming out to tournaments or whatever is, meet more people. Yeah. That's a big part of it. It's like 50%.
I actually wanted to ask you about that because I've seen you interact with different Japanese players, and you're like really buddy-buddy with some of them. Mm. And, I've been in Japan before, and I was never able to break into that inner circle. So I want to know your advice on how to break in, because usually as Western players, we're really slavish. We're like groupies towards the Japanese players, right? We see Tokido, we see Mago, we see Daigo, we're like, oh my god, I want your signature. But how are you able to sort of be, on the same level as them and just be boys with them?
Well, I mean, my situation is kind of unique because I'm originally a CVS2 player, like way back in the day. So, like, I guess I did have to deal with this situation, like, back then. But just, like, in my case, I was good at games. So, I mean, it's kind of easy to just, like, approach the dude and say, like, you're pretty good or something like that, right? But a lot of people are kind of, like, shy when they approach Street Fighter celebrities or something like that.
Yeah.
It's really
absolutely.
It's really not that complicated. You just go up and you say something simple like, like that was a really good game, or like, wow, like your random super hit me. I wasn't expecting it. Ha ha ha.
So the first step you need to take is to not put them on that pedestal, not treat them as gods.
Definitely, yeah. I hate it when people do that to me. Like they start talking to me like I'm not human or something. Like, dude, like I'm really not gonna talk to you just because you do that.
All right. So just be real with them.
Yeah, but I mean, admittedly, in Japan, it's a little hard.
Would you say that you have to be good to get their respect and for them to, be friends with you? Or can you be, just like an amateur and not really clumsy with your hands, but still be a likable dude?
Yeah,
Or do you need to kill them first to get their respect?
Want me to? to be honest, the latter is probably like
Better, the easier, the shorter,
the easier way. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, of course, it's everyone. It depends on the person and stuff like that. But definitely, like, kind of treating them like as some god or whatever.
Yeah.
Just don't do that. Like, you're not gonna be like real friends like ever. You're just gonna be like, oh, it's that dude that jocks me or something. You know?
Yeah, I actually think it's a bit. There's an unbalance in the sense that when Japanese players come over to overseas tournaments, they're treated like gods, right? And
Yeah.
everyone takes them out
Yeah,
to
they are.
eat, buys them drinks, puts them up in hotels. But when foreign players come down to Japan, it's not reciprocated as much. That's just my feeling. What do you think about that?
Well, I
Do
mean,
you-
let's use Shion as an example.
Okay.
Like, he just came to God's Garden,
Yes, he
right?
did.
And he didn't have a place to stay for like one of the days. Sorry if I'm putting you on,
No,
blowing
he
you up.
didn't. He
already. Yeah, it's just a fact, And so, I mean, Tokido, he was like, yeah, sure, whatever. Like, he just stay at my place, it's all casual and everything.
Yeah.
Granted, Tokido is he's a special case already, right? But in general, I mean, I guess people over here being more shy than Americans in general, like, they're not going to be like, you can stay at my house. It's not common at all.
So people just need to accept that, and not because it's a cultural difference.
Yeah.
Is it?
Definitely a cultural difference.
Okay.
Yeah. And houses are like really small too, so it's like you be sleeping in their bed most definitely. Yeah. Guy on guy action.
Now, there's some special things about God's Garden. I want to ask you about that. The first thing is the invitation system. The top 10 players are automatically put into the finals, I guess, semifinals. And there's also that challenge system where you could challenge someone and they have the right to accept or deny.
Yeah, I really like that. That was like the most motivating part actually for me to try and do well at God's Garden.
To get into that system.
Yeah, I wanted to talk hellish shit.
Yeah.
I had a lot to say. Yeah, I got a lot to say about like Japanese tournaments and stuff too. So stupid.
Single elimination is stupid?
Single elimination is stupid. I mean, no reward for winning is stupid. I mean, to be honest, I haven't thought about it enough to like think what they can do to solve this. Like Capcom could like give prizes.
Well, let me
to
ask
each
you
arcade
this.
or
Is the
something.
American model perfect for tournaments? Or what can the American tournament organizers learn from the Japanese scene? Now that you've been to you've been to God's Garden, you've been to SPO. Is there anything that we can take from here?
Well, I mean, the Japanese tournaments are taking something from it. They are having double elimination tournaments at like random weeklies.
Oh yeah,
now.
I know that.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's the Japanese system is getting gravitating slowly towards the Western system. But can American Western tournaments take anything from here?
From the Japanese
Yeah.
system.
Or is this system totally broken? It shouldn't be learned from at all.
Shoot, man. Let me switch my mind frame.
Yeah,
Be
we
all
gotta
positive real quick.
You know what I like? What I would like to see? There's a registration system for God's Garden.
Yeah.
And if someone on the stream wants to buy you a drink, because you're at God's Garden, right? If they want to buy you a drink, they can pay money and get you a drink.
It was cool. I got 2 drinks.
You got 2 drinks?
Yeah.
I got
They
zilch.
were it's all Coke though. It wasn't even
was
like alcohol. What the fuck, man. And it was like all the Bison players got called up
Yeah.
at once, and I was like, oh, it's not even like because I'm unique or anything. They just grouped me as a Bison person.
I like that. I like that novelty of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
But
I like
I'm just grouped as a Bison. I'm not even a human being. I'm
you're
not
just a
even,
Bison player?
Yeah, I'm just a dick.
Speaking of which, where do you rank yourself among the between the other top dictator players, Dogura and Shingoku, Neurosis, yourself?
Dogura, I haven't played enough with, to be honest. Actually, he came to my home arcade like a year ago, and we played like just like 15 games against each other straight, and it was exactly even. Doesn't make any sense.
No, that's an odd number.
It could make sense.
Okay.
I forgot who won more, but it was like even basically. We all got the different styles, and obviously I think my style works the best. I'm very like practical and I'm logical, and like how I play makes sense. Like if you don't know anything about Street Fighter, you could be like, that guy, he's playing really safe right now. Like he doesn't want to take damage,
Yeah.
And that's how you have to play Bison, in my opinion. But Shingoku takes like a lot of risks that he doesn't really need to take, but he does things that I can do. So it's hard to rate who's the best Bison. I don't really know who can answer that question.
All right. Now, a lot of players, foreign fans, like we think
Sorry, TUC is really good.
The TUC.
Yeah, shouts to TUC.
Did he retire?
He deleted his card,
Yeah.
all emo style, but he made another card.
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
Yeah. But, I mean, he's really, really good. He's super lame to watch, but if you understand how to play Bison, you appreciate like defensive play, like he's really, really good.
I want to ask you more on that because you have the insight of having lived in Japan. What are some players that are in Japan that are sort of under the radar from foreign fans that are really, really good, but maybe there's not enough footage of them, there's not enough clout around them, there's not enough hype that you think people should know about?
In terms of non-famous players, I can only comment on because I used to live
in. You could be famous, but they just don't get enough exposure.
Oh, I see. Well, in Yokohama, where I used to live for 2 years, there's this player. His name is Naruo, and he's one of the best players I've ever played in my life. Like I don't want to sound like I'm being cocky or anything, but I mean, most of the time that I lose, like, I don't really attribute it to people being better than me skill-wise. They were just more random, or they just like waited longer than I did. Just being honest. But this Naruo dude I'm talking about, like he outplays me like 80% of the time, and I mean, after 80% of the time, you gotta recognize it and respect it, Yeah, but he's like 20 or 21 years old, and he doesn't. I mean, he's really good, and he takes time to play the game and stuff, but he doesn't make it like his goal to like make it out to all the events, Like he has other things to do, so that's kind of why you haven't seen him too much. Yeah, I teamed up with him a lot at SBO qualifiers, and we got third like fucking so many times.
Are you going to be at SBO this year? Or it seems like a lot of players have lost motivation to join SBO, right? They're like,
me too.
You too.
Crazy, yeah.
Now, what is the reason? Is it the lack of prize money? Is it the twins? What's going on with SBO? It seems like people are dropping out like flies.
You know what? Okay, I'm going to record and say this. AE is a good game. Arturo Sanchez will not agree with this.
No.
Because he plays lame characters that aren't offensive. But I mean, AE is an offensive game. And it's easier to be offensive. Well, no, it's, how can I put this? It's easier to appreciate playing against a lot of intelligent offensive players than playing against defensive players like Super. So just the fact that it's mostly offensive, even if it's like dumb offense, that's fine. At least it's offensive, It's not all lame like Guile and Dulls and whatever in Super, right? So what was the question?
Why are people avoiding SBO? There's a lot of top players.
So I mean, it's almost like you practice, but when you go to a tournament, it's like your skill doesn't really matter. There's too much luck involved. So it's like it's hard to like push yourself to practice more, It's one game, and also like 2-on-2 tournaments.
It's 2-on-2.
Yeah, 2-on-2 tournaments suck. 2-on-2 tournaments, they suck so much. Like, I don't think people really get that either. Like, they think like 2-on-2, 3-on-3, like they're the same or whatever, but they aren't the same at all. 2-on-2 tournaments basically means you have to have a Yun or a Yang on the team. Yeah. And it's all political from that point. Because playing in tournaments in Japan, there's no like reward. Not reward, but reward. That's a word. Yeah, I mean, you don't get like money or anything from it, right? So everyone's just like trying to win really, really bad. So I mean, it's kind of political. Like you want to make friends with someone, or like ask someone first before they have a partner. Yeah. And it's usually a Yun or a Yang.
Hey, Mr. Yun.
Yeah. Be my friend.
Yeah, take him out to dinner and stuff. Hey, Mr. Fei Long, would you like some sashimi? Be my teammate.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna add something real quick.
What? Yeah, go ahead.
So Fudo won God's Garden, right?
Yes, he did. And Evo.
And Evo. Yeah, I heard about that. He made nice change there.
Yep.
But everyone's been talking about Fei Long being one of the best characters and stuff like that. But to be honest, there's only 2 Fei Longs in Japan that I would even 3. I forgot about Mago. Sorry. Does he even exist still in tournament results?
He's there. He's Team Mad Cats.
Okay, cool. Yeah, but it's only 3 Fei Longs that I would consider even good. Everyone else is a complete scrub.
Who? Sound off.
I don't even know their names. I can't even say it. Who's considered good?
Naruo, Fudo,
and Mago. So those are the 3.
Okay.
Yeah. Everyone else, you suck. It's like I don't know. Like Fei Long he's very basic. That's the thing. Yun and Yang are good because they can move around. Right. And that's very important. AE especially is a setup game. It's not about footsies. It's not about like conserving meter even. It's about after you knock them down, you have a setup that they can't do anything about, and not do anything about, but it's in your favor. So, the dev kick all over the place. It's good. Phelan knocks you down, jump strong. That's it, So Phelan is good, but he's all about the player's skill. So I appreciate Phelan.
All right. I want to know, because a lot of people think that Japan is like this fantasy world. You come down here, you're going to get like millions of schoolgirls surrounding you, and you just play games all day, and you eat sushi, and it's all good, right? You don't have to worry about anything else. But you have been here, you have walked the walk and talked the talk. What should people know about Japan, and how should they prepare, whether it be physically, mentally, financially, in order to come here and really get the most out of it while they're here?
Physically? You got to understand what Japan is. If you come here not knowing anything, I mean, it's hit or miss if you'll enjoy the country or not. Mm-hmm. But realize that Japan is not the same as a lot. Oh, actually, no. Japan is very unique, in my opinion. Like, it's not similar to like any country, even like other Asian countries.
Even though there's a Krispy Kreme right there.
Yeah, it's not that good. Yeah, and understand the culture, study it for a bit, and then come here. If you come here, like, you just be confused, and most likely you'll like want to go back, or you might get bitter, or you might, if you're just like a super nerd into anime or something like that, it'll work out for you just fine. If you think that's how Japanese life is, then yeah, it's cool. Do your homework.
Who is the most impressive player at God's Garden for you? Everyone, like, Udio is really hot right now. What do you think of Udio? I guess I want to ask you that.
He's really good. Actually, after I saw I don't really play AE, to be honest, right now, but I went in training mode and I played Sakura because I was like, how hard are these combos?
There's
really,
so many Sakuras now in Japanese arcades. It's kind of ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you go to Taito Station?
Yeah. There's a Sakura boom right now because of Udio.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's really, really technical, and he makes really good decisions. And the characters that he plays, like, when they get knocked down, like, he's really good at making decisions, like, I'm going to mash or I'm not, or something like that.
I'm on the Udio bandwagon, for one.
Yeah. So, the most talented player? Is that what you said?
I'm on his cock. And Pungo's. At the
Well,
same time.
I mean, I knew that part.
It got me on a spit roast. But, okay. Are you looking? So there's going to be a location test for the 2012 AE. Are you going to be there? And are you looking forward to it? What needs to be changed to save the franchise?
New moves, like new specials, new animation. This whole like moving things around, like frame data and hit minus and plus and stuff. Like, it's not gonna make. It's gonna make the game interesting for like a month. Yeah. To be honest, like a month. And then it's going to be like, it's the same game. There's an interview that actually went up today. It's like a part one of
the
Fudo.
development team?
No, Fudo's interview or something like that. And like he was like, Vanilla and AE are like basically the same game. So he didn't feel like he wanted to play Ryu anymore. Yeah. His Ryu was really good.
Sick.
Yeah, like, you want to talk about reaction speeds? Let me tell this story real quick, okay? All right, Fudo had 0 life against a Blanca at one of the important like qualifying tournaments like 2 years ago. Okay, the Blanca had like 50%. He had 0%. He's the last guy on the team. The Blanca he's a Blanca ball like this far away. Fudo reacts to it, uppercuts, supers, and wins. Like, I've never seen anyone do that ever in my life. And I was like standing next to him, so I knew it wasn't like a guess or like a match or anything.
Yeah, you saw it happen.
I was like, damn, this guy's good. I'm gonna hang out with him now.
The Harry Potter makes that magic happen.
Yeah, that's good. He didn't look like Harry Potter, though.
Any shout-outs to your fans? Should they be following you on Twitter or Facebook? How do they reach out to you? Or should they just wait in SoCal for your homecoming?
A parade and everything.
Yeah. Heroes welcome.
Yeah. Even though I won no tournaments, I'm still a hero. I don't know my Facebook address, but let's put it right here.
Put it here.
Yeah. My Twitter is.
We'll put it here.
Yeah. Kim.
Yeah, we'll put it there. And any message you have to your fans and your haters or your haters?
Do I have any? Well,
I don't know.
Probably do. To my fans?
Yeah.
Do I have fans? just YouTube monsters or something?
Your kindergarten class is your fan.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, one message that I really want to get across that Japanese community can, in my opinion, learn from is, playing games is good. It's a hobby and stuff like that. But I think being personable is very important too. And being a top player nowadays, especially, isn't just being good at the game. That's lame. I mean, it's not lame, but it's nothing special. You're good at the game, cool, man. Should I blow up Daigo? Yeah, okay, so Daigo, right? No one really knows Daigo, right? It's true. He has this whole mystique about him and stuff like that. But some people think that it's cool. I think it's not cool because you don't know anything about him. You can't really relate or something, So people being personalities, like wrestling characters or something, that shit is sick. That's tight. I love it. I want to see more of that. Japanese players, there's a lot of people that are personable, but the majority are not. Kyapetsu, he was really vocal, right? God's Garden, Kindabu as well, Eita, Tokido.
I want to bring up something. Pungo, when I first met him, he was he's always been strong. He's always been the machine, always doing those 1-0 frame links. Yeah. But now he's added to he lost that jump, stretchy arm punch, but he gained the personality in the last few years, and I love him for that. I understand fully what you're saying. He's more interactive with his fans, the other Japanese players, Yeah,
it doesn't even matter what he does, people feel it, He takes off his belt, he drinks his I don't know, Korean Red Bull or whatever it is, grape juice, and just throws it on the ground, and everyone's feeling it. That's awesome. I was feeling it too. I don't even know.
So yeah, we would like to see more of that from the really good players, right? Not only be a master of your craft, but to be personable and let us get close to you. You know what I mean? We're on the same community. It's all about the love.
Yeah.
Broke back. No.
Yeah. So that's what I really want to see, and that's what people enjoy seeing, man. Yeah. You don't got to be a good player all the time. You don't have to. Your goal doesn't have to be a good player. You want to be part of a community. It's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But you don't have to be the best of the best or anything. Just put yourself out there, have fun, don't take it too serious. Yeah, man. And that's how you really enjoy Street Fighter. That's the beauty of it.
All right. With that, we're out of here. So we have Cross Counter Asia. Laters, guys.
Hey, what's up, guys? We want to let you know about a special deal that we got going on. Hori came to us and they were like, hey, we like what you're doing. We think that your audience might like what we're doing, which is producing these sticks right here.
Absolutely. So they hit us up with a pretty good deal. That is good for you guys.
Yes. If you buy one of these through us, through our store, which is store.crosscounter.tv, you will receive, as our gift to you, the Air Ryu training video. Air, one of the best players in Canada, going through all of his shenanigans with Ryu.
Definitely what they are, shenanigans.
They are shenanigans. Viscat,
the winner of EVO Marvel.
Yeah.
Best Marvel 3 player in the world right now.
That's right. Clockwork. We did one with him too. I'm sure you guys have seen a bunch of videos with him.
Exactly.
Of course, we got the Tom Brady video that we did.
One of the most electrifying men
in esports entertainment.
Esports entertainment, absolutely.
And finally, we have the tutorial that Cien from Cross Counter Asia put together, along with Z, who also is with Cross Counter Asia. You'll get all of those automatically sent to your inbox, links to download all of them in HD when you buy one of these bad boys. So if that sounds good to you,
go to that link.
Get
yourself a stick.